Hey guys, what's up, Mabi here, and today I'll be showing you a little bit of gameplay of Mabinogi on this new character I've played just for the channel. I have a big plan going on, so it's going to do this. And I'm also hoping to get you guys more interested in Mabinogi. So this is where I got my name from. You know, MisterMabi, MabiVsGames, Mabinogi, it writes itself. Anyway, it's been forever since I've last played this. I think it's been about maybe 2 years or so. I'm starting over just for the channel, and there's so many new things since I've last played. You guys can see I'm fighting in this little tutorial area that teaches you, the basic skills of how combat works. This wasn't here last time I played. So, my goal is to basically live stream this a lot and start a huge community of, people on the YouTube. If you're watching this, hopefully you guys will join me, and on the, anyone who drops by the live stream. We'll start a guild, and, whoever wants to join, they are totally welcome. So, the reason why I stopped playing this a while ago, because it was no fun to play alone. The game, you need other people to play with you, and that's honestly the goal of MMO. So if you guys are wondering, the game is free to play, it's on Steam, and it's not like most MMOs out there, and here's why. There are so many unique features. They got character development, and basically you rebirth when you want, and accumulate your levels, getting stronger with each rebirth. Every week you grow a little stronger with your character, actually getting taller and stronger. And also, if you eat a lot, your character gets fat, but he also gets like stronger, like strength. It's kind of funny. So when rebirthing, you start from level 1, but you keep all of your skills. You can even change how you look with each respawn if you want, your gender and all that stuff. So let's also talk about the combat system. Though this is an MMO, the combat is vastly different. This isn't a full-on action game, but you still need strategic timing and well thought out approaches to survive. And with heavy penalties on death, which lower your max health and item drops on failure, it makes the game much more tense. But there are some ways to get around the item drops, such as like blessing your equipment with a certain item that you can get from an NPC or character merchants. And as long as you have some bandages on you, or someone actually has some skills and bandages, you can actually increase your max health. It'd be great. So let's talk about the skills. I am not lying when I say this game is different from traditional MMOs you see today. Throughout your whole Mabinogi experience, you never have to fight a monster if you don't want to. You can level up and gain experience through other means such as potion brewing, cooking, tailoring, blacksmithing, music, fishing, and much more. Let's talk about fishing, for example. You get a rod, you buy bait, you fish. There is actually a fish skill, which after you catch a certain amount of things, you level it up, and you have a chance of getting even higher tier items. This takes a long time, but that's how fishing is. And if you really want to go down that route, then there you go. You can literally find stuff like random recipes for items, food, stuff like that, and really rare stuff that blacksmiths can make themselves. But it's a chance, so you gain stats and skills through these practices. So most adventurers take up 1 or 2 of these skills to round out their character. So let's say you level up in fishing, your will stat goes up, and will affects stuff like critical hits and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously, if you want to make a really good character, you're gonna want to go into one of these practices. Now there are a lot more than what I just listed here, so hopefully you guys will take it upon yourselves to either play the game or research about it so you can see if this is the type of game for you. Now, quest and exploration. This game is very story driven and has a pretty interesting plot that I hope you guys will love, and I don't want to spoil anything. One of my favorite parts of Mabinogi is the exploration aspect. Lands are huge, and the game generates tons of secrets every like half an hour to an hour or so. So, if you've been to a spot and you go there later, you might find something you haven't seen before. You travel and uncover these secrets through tools that they give you, and you get like a guide and all that stuff. You can find, relics, loots, monsters, treasure chests, lots of other stuff. It takes a different approach as you never have to grind. In fact, the game penalizes you for grinding. If you stay in one spot killing monsters, you slowly get less experience and less stuff for each kill, which in my opinion should be in every MMO. First of all, it gets rid of bots, which if you don't know what bots are, it's the thing people use in MMOs. If you're really desperate, you actually download a little program which actually you know, makes the character do whatever you want. You don't have to be in the game, so like a character can like grind the same spot all the time, grabbing lots of money. So not only that, but it forces, you know, players like myself and you to explore dungeons and land. Oh, speaking of dungeons, every dungeon, besides, you know, the plot ones and the event ones, which are preset, will be randomly generated, so you always have something to do. There's also one thing I forgot to mention is there's also an exploration level besides, you know, basic character level from, you know, doing skills, fighting monsters. So an exploration level is, you know, use the tools that they give you in the guide. And what happens is you run around, and if you find stuff, you know, you level up and stuff like that, you get experience. And there's also exploration quests, and there's like so much to do. The game is amazing. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, there's other aspects such as the pet system. The pet system, which is really crazy. Your pet levels up and rebirths with you as well if you want to do that. You can even write their AI and teach them skills. So for instance, let's do an example. Let's say you are a full melee character and you want some heavy range support. Okay, you go get a horse. What are you gonna do with the horse? You can teach it like a firebolt, let's say that. And you want the horse to actually, you know, activate firebolt as a follow-up after one of your skills. You can either write the own AI yourself, but there are a lot of, you know, really good, you know, guides online where you can just copy and paste it onto the game. So if you do that correctly, so what will happen is you hit an enemy 3 times, you knock it back, and then the horse charges up for a follow-up, you know. And there's lots of other stuff. Pets have, you know, their own inventory. You can teach them anything you want. Well, you know, through their own respect, because, you know, some monsters won't be able to learn some other stuff, but, you know, most of them can be mountain, and you can fly. So there's also hundreds of side missions to do. You can own your own homestead. There's lots of time and weather, and oh my god, there's so much other stuff. You've get me started on, you know, more. This video will never end, so seriously, I really hope I piqued some of your interest on joining me on this Mabinogi journey. We'll form a guild and take over the servers. 80% of the time I play Mabinogi from here on out. It will be live streamed, so make sure to stop by if you don't want to play yourself or are still on the fence about it. But just remember, it's on Steam, free to play, and I would love to see you guys there with me. So here are the details on the character. We'll be playing on the Alexina server. Our main channel will be 7, and we'll form a guild once we get enough people. I was thinking of calling it the Mobsters or something of the sort. We'll vote. So if you're thinking of joining, let me know in the comments or straight on the stream, and we'll add each other. So this was, you know, a little gameplay. I talked over it. Hopefully you guys will join me. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the game? You know, if you don't play it yourself or you're not thinking of playing it, just, you know, let me know what you guys think about it. I would love to know. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.